Hello everyone and welcome to day one of Shmupocalypse. Oh man, so I have got a month full of shmup for you guys. So anyway, we're just gonna get right into this, but I'm just gonna take a minute to say that this is the first shmup. Not only is it the first shmup I ever played, but it was the first game I ever purchased on my own. And I am not sure because it was so long ago, but it might also be the first game that I ever received. So like maybe my parents might have gotten me like DuckTales or something for Nintendo way back, but I'm not sure. But as far as I know, this was the first game that I maybe ever received or purchased for myself, or like whatever the case is. And it's amazing that it just happens to be a shmup. Like at that point in time, it's not like I knew anything about the genre or that it was even a genre. Like to me, it was just like, oh sweet, it's just a game where you control this ship and you shoot things and you avoid stuff. So anyway, we're gonna jump into this. I was 10 years old and I got it for Game Boy. A buddy at the time was getting rid of his Game Boy, and this is the one game he had. And I remember, just being so excited about this. So anyway, let's just get right into this. I have not played this for the longest time. This is the first time like I'm seeing the footage again, or like the game again, and hearing everything, like the music, the sound effects. So this is going to be a real treat. I'm going to be sharing a ton of memories, or like just maybe not a ton, but like just picking out different things here and there and just being like, wow, I remember this part, or like whatever the case is. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh my goodness. Oh, crazy. Totally remember this song and these enemies. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. That's probably not in sync for you guys, but it is for me anyway, as I vocalize it. Man, this is so nuts, as if this was on the Game Boy. Ooh, I knew that was a power-up. Oh, the double. So yeah, interestingly enough, I was 10, so like obviously the way in which I played games back then is very different compared to how I would play them now, because obviously I've grown as a gamer and also grown as a shmup player. Ooh, that was close, holy smokes. So in some ways, like, I'm very curious to see how I do this time around, because I remember as a kid, and it's not like I sank tons and tons of hours, because I was in that mode of like, oh cool, I have one game, like I want to track down some other ones, and then of course you get playing other things too, so it's like I didn't really devote a ton of time to this, but I do remember either level 4 or level 5, I never got past. It might have been level. Okay, here's the thing. GT Dominator. I'm pretty sure he either played. Oh, I forgot about those guys. I always called them the Sidewinders because they just like come flying across the side. It's either like I lent him or he had played this because someone else, one of his friends, had the game. But like I don't think he ever made it past like the 4th level. That was kind of like the level in both of our minds that was just like, how do you possibly do it? And I remember it was my struggle too when I first got the game. It was just like, yeah, I cannot get past this level and the boss and like whatever. But eventually, I did beat it, and I told him, and he was just like, what? No way! Like, as if you got to delve into like stage 5 and like just see what that was like, because he had never done it, and it was crazy. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I'm already loving this game, and the boss music's so good. Oh, I remember those guys too. They actually remind me of sort of an enemy from Link's Awakening. Those guys that are just like on like two legs, and they kind of just like, I think they, I'm not exactly sure where. I know they're in a few different spots, and it's tricky to like explain it, but yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. We want to get, oh, no! That's one death. Right, man, that's it. Right when we got sweet rockets or missiles or whatever. That was just sloppy. Oh, what was that about? Bear with me, guys. It has been... Oh, I knew that was coming. I knew it. Oh, man. It has been a long time, of course. So, like... Man. Yeah, well, we're gonna go at it again. I love how basic this is. Like I get that a lot of shmups are. Like, you're not given a lot to work with. But this one especially is, like... You've got your pea shooter, essentially, or whatever. And then you work up to double, triple, of course, and then the rockets. I'm not sure if there's something beyond that, because I just don't remember, or maybe I never got far enough to see those things exposed in the game. But yeah, you just got the 3 lives, and that's it. If there is something like extra lives after you hit a certain score, then that's also going to be new to me, depending on how much I play. But for right now, like, yeah, I'm just loving revisiting this and sharing a little bit of, like, my first exposure to the genre. Even though, like I said, I had no idea what shmups were, or that it was anything. It was just another game. But it's interesting because with the Switch, like, I went years. Okay, so here's another interesting thing. Like, this was pretty much my first and last shmup at that time, because, like, I didn't seek out other games intentionally thinking like, oh yeah, I like these shooting style games. It was kind of like I got into other things, and then I didn't ever return to the genre, as far as I know, or remember anyway. But so it's interesting because, like, when I got the Switch, I was playing a ton of different types of games, of course, and the first shmup that I got on Switch was Sterden Binary Stars, and I was in love with it. I think because I was getting, at the time I was getting more into roguelikes, and the fact that Sterden has like a permadeath system, and just like upgrades and that sort of thing. I was just really, really captivated by that game. I loved it. I pumped hours into that. Just like, it was so fascinating. You're gonna see some of that this month as well. And after that, it wasn't like right away that I got another shmup, but as time went on, I kind of like grabbed one here, grabbed one there, and I just started playing more shmups. And before I knew it, it was just like, man, anytime a new shmup came out, I was like, okay, I've got to be checking this up. I've got to be gobbling every single shmup up that I can possibly find. Not that I even have every single one yet, but because, like, yeah, I am still selective, and like the price has got to be right. But yeah, it's just, it has very quickly become apparent that this is my favorite genre, even though I love stuff like RPGs and whatever else. Okay, we got the missiles. Yeah, you really want to be under these guys right when they come flying in. But yeah, honestly, like, it just, these games, like, as you can see, I went years without, dudes, I went years without ever returning to shmups. So it's just really, really cool to see my personal history and just, ooh, what did we get? Oh, we just got another life. So at 50, what is it, 50,000, I think? We gotta be near the boss soon, man. Oh, I remember that formation they do. What? What did I even hit? Oh, it's because they must have been firing and I wasn't paying attention to that. Yeah, that's the thing, like, see, we're already getting so much further, and I feel like if we do another run, it's just gonna get better and better as I become more versed all over again. Oh, I totally remember this guy, and then he comes down here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so brutal. And then we're back to this brutal little pea shooter. Oh, okay, I can shoot his shots. That is... Oh no, man, come on. Alright, we're gonna do another run. Interestingly enough, the levels, it's not that they feel super, super long, but they feel lengthy enough. Like, as a comparison, in Stared and Binary Stars, I think you can play for, like, less than 30 seconds to be through the first level. And, of course, the stages definitely get longer as you go, but that first one is just very, very short, and before you know it, you're at the first little boss, doing whatever you're doing. But, yeah, anyway, I think I finished my thought on the whole, like, my shmup history and going years without and then getting it all into it, and just, yeah, at this point, like, it's just, yeah, for those who have been watching, like, updates and things on my channels, you know that the reason I have this channel, Shmuptopia, is because shmups have become such a force in my life that they completely deserved their own space, just to shine completely on their own, where the focus is nothing but shmups, and that way they're not just like buried or like mixed in with the immense variety that I do on Stonebeak Productions. So yeah, I'm really, really stoked about, yeah, this new exciting direction with the channel, and just already the people I've met, the people... Oh, as if I went into that when I didn't even need to, because I had already evaded it. You gotta be kidding me. But yeah, like, things are blossoming, and it is so beautiful. It's so exciting, and I'm just constantly, like, it never ceases to amaze me just how many people love shmups and are just so stoked to talk about shmups, and I love that. Like, it is fantastic. Okay, so let's buckle down. That was like a really, really lame hit I just took. Like, really simple boss, of course, but, like, man, just the design, like, man, this guy's taking some hits. Like, what is going on, man? I would love to do some perler bead pixel art of some of these ships, man. If they ever did some sort of like remake for Switch, and like color, and like obviously the graphics wouldn't be improved, that would just be really, really neat just to see what they would do with a game like this so many years after the initial release. Okay, let's get this guy. Like, yeah, I think at this point we would have the missiles, but the fact that we only have the double. And as you may have noticed, you don't just get you don't just get your weapon upgraded every time you get a power up. Like, sometimes I think it's like you'll be on 2, and then you'll be on 3 for a couple, and then you might, I think then that's, ooh, nice. And then that's when you will get the missiles, so. And yeah, it's interesting that I'm I've been fumbling because the stuff that's going on is really nothing compared to the types of shmups I play, and just how you've got like so many bullets on screen, so many enemies all over the place. Oh, like that was just the silliest thing. I don't even get that. But whatever. Okay, then I'm just gonna go up here. Let's go like this. Oh, it's all about, like, definitely button mashing a little more, too. Oh, that was... Oh, dude, that was so brutal. Well, at least we made it to the next stage. I know for a fact I am going to totally remember this. Oh, and, like... the race cars, or whatever they're supposed to be. I don't actually think they're race cars, but in my child-like mind, I just viewed them as that. Oh man, this is just crazy. But yeah, I know I'm gonna beat this game for the first time. It might not be during this session. It really depends how long I go and all that kind of stuff. But oh, okay, those guys have lasers. Oh, I thought I pressed up. Okay, we're gonna get right back into it. If I hold down the fire button, then it does like a bit of a more rapid burst. Oh, that could have easily been a death if I had just been like in his way, firing and all that. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother with that guy. Ooh, you guys are nasty. Oh, no, not where I want to be. You really want to just stay on top of them, otherwise it's just chaos central. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, it just comes flying across the side from who knows where. Ooh, let's get rid of you, and you guys. Man, and the fact that the background is like nothing but just like blank. But of course you have like these like select few objects that they just use constantly over and over again. Oh, that was close. But yeah, just the fact that like, man, you have so little going on in the background. It's like they might as well just have left it white. I love it. This is so fantastic. And I'm so stoked that I can be sharing this with you guys to kick the month off. Oh, so good. Okay, no, I don't like you. What else do we got? Oh, okay, these guys. Yeah. Yep. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm not risking that until it's safer anyway. And I always loved the way the missiles look, just coming out in sets of 2, it just always looked so good to me. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, this time I'm not making the same slip up with those guys. I think that, yeah, they come on this side now. Oh. Yep, that is risky stuff. Please, no, 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 no. I really do not want to get hit. Okay, let's just take it easy. Come on. Just button. There we go. Nice. Like the fact that the ship is just that arrangement of little squares to make it up. It's so cool. Okay. We're just gonna avoid. Oh no! As if. I knew that was going sour. I knew it. Well, I'm glad we did get an extra life. And we might even be able to... Ooh. We might even be able to get another one soon. Because I think we're at, yeah, 80,000. We're racking up the points pretty quick. It doesn't take too long. Ooh, okay, yep, sometimes you just... I'm not even going to risk it. If it's getting too hot and heavy... yeah, it's interesting. I'm wondering, I suppose we'll find out, but I'm wondering how many of my shmup friends, or just like whoever else, have actually played this one or even knew about it. I remember those turrets. Okay, not cool. I'm just going to avoid that guy entirely. That is not worth the risk. Oh no! We're so close. There we go, man. Well, at least we replenished that life. Jeez, man, we were just like hanging on. Oh, I knew it! Right when we come to this boss. You gotta be joking me. Okay, yeah. We're really not gonna do a whole lot of damage to this guy as long as he's, as long as we have the 2-shot and that's it. Oh, what was that? It was like these jittery back and forth movements. Now he's just gonna take like 5 minutes. Oh, what? Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna skip ahead to that point, just for the sake of, yeah, not watching the same stuff over and over again. See you in a bit, guys. Okay, here we are again, guys. And as you can see... Ooh, yikes. We did it! And we got 4 lives and the missiles, so yeah, we can just take dudes out so much faster. totally... Oh, I totally remember those guys. Those were like the deadly... Yeah, just the deadly enemies. Oh, and those guys? Totally remember it. Are you gonna fire again? Okay, we don't want that. Must remember they do that. And it's one of those things, like, back in the day, like, unless you knew someone else who was playing this and who had beaten it, like, you didn't have a way of knowing, or at least if they mentioned it on the back of the box, which I didn't have. I just had, like, the cartridge when I bought it used from my buddy. Like, you would have no idea, like, how many stages are there? Like, maybe 5 is the last, maybe it goes up to... Oh, that was close. 6 or, like, 7, who knows? Like, man, just such a different time to be playing games. Oh, what on earth? I forgot about that guy. And we got, like, the worst... Well, not the worst, because, like, yeah, it's not like we're stuck with one shot. Oh. Dude, I want this, please. Man, so many different enemies in this stage. Like that big guy just coming out of nowhere. Oh, you guys. What does this guy even do again? What? Am I even... Okay, so you've got to be shooting in there. Jeez. Oh, I like just crumble. Jeez, no! Well, you guys, I'm gonna get there one more time. And yeah, we'll see you in a minute. That thing is just crazy looking. Oh no, now we're down to the pea shooter. It's funny because, like, as a kid, this seems like, oh my goodness, it's like the most chaos ever. Like, how do you do anything? Like, how do you possibly survive? But it's just like, yeah, like, obviously I'm fumbling, but it's just because, yeah, I'm paying attention to chatting, or not chatting, I'm just, like, focused on talking and, like, just fiddling around and whatever. We're gonna do another one because I feel like we can totally just polish off that guy. So we'll see in a minute. So yeah, this guy, I've done some attempts, and this guy definitely trips me up. But one thing I did come across, I was specifically looking for a spot like that as I was doing my other attempts. I was just keeping an eye on things, and I was thinking, like, maybe there's a safe spot where you can just, like, exploit this boss, or, like, just take him out without, like, flying all over the place and leading bullets everywhere. So yeah, here we are, level 5, like, so yeah, like I said, I've only ever beaten the stage 4 boss once. And so this, like, I've only ever been to this level once, and I probably didn't survive too long or whatever. So, and because of, oh geez, because of not being here as much, jeez, there's definitely a lack of experience with this level in particular, and also with the enemies. Like, yeah, I barely remember much of what has happened. Like, some of the enemies look familiar, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, I don't remember this level looking a certain way and that sort of stuff, because, yeah, just the one visit really wasn't enough to imprint anything. Jeez. I'm not gonna go for that just yet. I don't want to risk it. I just want to wait and see! Take that, though. Now that it's a little safer and I'm a little more trusting. Jeez, man. Holy smokes. I'm not gonna go for that either. I'm just gonna play it safe in case someone comes flying straight down. Okay, I'll get it now because it's safe. Oh, yikes! Here we go. Holy smokes. I've probably never seen this guy. Man, what is this guy's story anyway? Jeez. Oh my goodness, no! Oh, we did it! Man, crazy! Okay, I just paused because I wanted to get some water. My throat was starting to go from, yeah, just the chatting, and I was also on Skype earlier, chatting with Card Dreamer for, yeah, probably, yeah, a couple hours. Oh, interesting. Oh my goodness, the fire things too? Like, seriously? Okay, let's just get rid of that. Okay, maybe not. Oh, dude! I'm not going for that just yet. Nope, exactly. Not risking it. Oh, I went right into that! Gotta be joking me. Okay. Let's get our act together here, peeps. By the way, I've never heard this song before. This is epic. I'm not even gonna risk that just yet in case those flame things come flying down. I knew you were gonna fire again, man. Oh, man. Just blast those! Oh, dude. Oh, man, seriously? Those fireballs are just crazy. Oh, no! At least we got another life. At least we got another life. And here we are at the boss. Craziness. I swear, if he has, like, dudes the whole way... Am I supposed to be doing something? Oh, okay. There's no way this is the end boss. There's no way. I don't believe it. I wonder if it's like a... It's gonna be like... I do not trust that. I'm just gonna wait and see. Oh! You gotta be joking me! No! Oh, you gotta be shitting me. We're down to this? Okay, I've got to go for that. Oh! Oh man, those things. Do not trust that guy. Okay, I'm just gonna grab that. Not like it got us any further, but... What? Oh, dude. No! Okay, come on. Jeez. Wait. Did we... Oh my goodness. Final mission is over. This is a first, you guys. Man. Oh, I totally want to do pixel art of different enemies, ships, bosses, like whatever the case. Oh man, wild. I am just... Yeah, honestly, I hacked out a bunch of attempts because, like... Yeah, like, working up to some of this was crazy. But to be honest, I think, until I found the safe spot for level 4 boss, I think how I was approaching that fight, not that you have to do it the way I did, like, I'm sure there's like a weaving pattern that you can use or whatever to avoid the shots, but I think that boss seems like the trickiest because the one from level 5, like, yeah, I fumbled, I think once, maybe twice or something, but that one definitely felt way more manageable, and interestingly enough, the final boss, like the final stage of this final boss fight, was a breeze. Like, that was so easy to just read, and you have plenty of time to pay attention to, as you saw me just pretty much doing the same motions over and over again. I find it interesting when that just happens to be the case, where it's not this over-the-top thing with like 20 different cannons and guns firing off. Instead, it's just a little more laid back. But maybe that's because there were like henchmen bosses just before that final brain thing or whatever it's supposed to be. Man, this is going back some years, just wild stuff. Oh, I love the pixel art. That is so cool. Man, oh man. Gotta love it. Oh, see you next time. Yeah, crazy. 29270. So I'm wondering if, like, because I wasn't paying attention to my score, but like obviously you've got to get a higher score to get more lives, and if we were at 5, Then I'm wondering why we dropped. Maybe you lose points when you get hit, or when you. Yeah, I'm not even sure how that panned out, because like to get 5 lives like we had, we would have needed. Actually, no, because I think it's every 50,000. Sometimes games will have like where it, like the first one is at 50,000 and the next one is at like whatever else. Um, like, but if it's all 50,000, then yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, you guys, that is Solar Striker. What an epic way to, yeah, finish off this episode and, yeah, kick things into high gear for the rest of the month of Shmupocalypse. We'll see if we survive just the onslaught of shmup action that's going to be happening. I'm sure we'll be fine though, because it's nothing but excitement and just awesomeness. So anyway, you guys, that's going to be it. Be sure to leave your comments below. Let me know just what you think about this game. If you had Game Boy and you played it, or whatever the case is, let me know. I always love hearing the feedback. But yeah, you guys have an awesome one. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.